Paige Vanzant has revealed startling details about her Onlyfans fortune. The fighter turned model and social media influencer has competed in 13 MMA and 2 bare-knuckle boxing fights. That's 15 fights in total in 10 years, and PVZ has earned over $1 million during her years fighting. These days, Vanzant makes more than $1 million in one day from Onlyfans. Unbelievable, isn't it? Well, seeing's believing, so here you guys go.
I would say combined in my fighting career, I think I made more money in 24 hours on OnlyFans than I had in my entire fighting career.
Really?
Combined, yeah. Now, I am lucky I'm in a position where I have been able to help my family, my husband and I help our family, and we do everything we can to bring everybody up to the table.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's like you're like Vincent Chase.
Yeah, so it makes it, like, I guess for me, it justifies doing, you know, exclusive content, knowing that I'm helping take care of everybody around me.
So Paige Vanzant, confirmed rich.
I would assume so, yes.
In a previous interview, Vanzant said that her move to OnlyFans has paid off huge, but she would still like to make her return to fighting because that's ultimately her bread and butter. Is Paige Vanzant reaching? Because if she's actually making more than $1 million a day, then Sean O'Malley should consider changing professions as well, since his recent UFC payday raised some eyebrows. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the story, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you. Sean O'Malley made $500,000 for his bantamweight title victory against Aljamain Sterling at UFC 292. But that's half the story. Here's the more interesting part. Zhang Weili, who defended her strawweight title against Amanda Lemos in the co-main event, made more than both O'Malley and Sterling. The Chinese sensation deserves every penny she's making in the UFC, but the fact that she earned more than O'Malley came as a surprise to many, since the American is believed to be one of the biggest stars in MMA. So, is O'Malley's popularity smoke and mirrors? Henry Cejudo thinks it is. According to Cejudo's sources, UFC 292 sold somewhere around 300 to 350,000 pay-per-views.
You guys want to know what Sean O'Malley's buys did at pay-per-view? He did anywhere between 300,000 to 350. That's it. That's all Sean O'Malley made in pay-per-view buys. All right, everybody was projecting that this event was one of the biggest of the year. It's not true. So my question is too for Sean O'Malley, do you have that sauce? Do you have that sauce to sell, to be a pay-per-view superstar? Yeah, you just won the belt, but you would imagine you're fighting in Boston against a current champ who has gone down and got win over legends. How big is the name of Sean O'Malley? Yeah, does he have a following through Instagram? 100%. But my question is can he sell pay-per-views?
Cejudo didn't reveal his source of information, but O'Malley responded by debunking Triple C's claim while citing a very credible source. Quote, Henry saying me and Aljo only did 350,000 pay-per-views according to his source. I just talked to the UFC and I heard upwards of 570,000. Legit, no kizzy, not making this up. Heard Aljo versus Henry did 135,000. Also, Henry's 5'2", LOL. Moving on, Jon Jones has admitted that it was kind of nice to face Ciryl Gane and not Francis Ngannou at UFC 285, where he won the heavyweight title. Jones and Ngannou went back and forth for 2 years until the Cameroonian parted ways with the UFC, allowing Jones to step in and fight Gane for the heavyweight belt. Jones won by first-round submission and will now lock horns with former champion Stipe Miocic at UFC 295. Jones's return to fighting immediately after Ngannou's departure from the UFC raised several eyebrows, with some even going as far as accusing him of being scared. Now, while that's not true, Jones low-key believes Gane was an easier fight.
Mike, Jon Jones wanted that fight. He literally asked for that fight.
The funny thing is,
they don't think that.
The narrative has switched.
Completely.
The narrative switched somehow, and everyone's saying that I waited 3 years and I came back exactly when Francis was gone. That's actually not true.
I've literally laid out
when
the
I
timeline,
got back,
bro.
yes, when I got back, Francis was very much on the roster still, and I could have been in his last fight, but instead he opted out, and Ciryl Gane took Francis' spot. I came back ready for Francis Ngannou for sure.
It's hilarious. People
I'm
say,
not gonna lie though, knowing that I was fighting Ciryl Gane instead of Francis was kind of nice.
Gotta get that money, bro. Get that title. But like, bro, that's
Francis is a
exactly.
scary joker.
Ngannou is all set for his boxing debut against Tyson Fury, and he will make millions of dollars on fight night. When asked about the Cameroonian, this is what Jones had to say.
And I'm always happy for the guys, man. That's one of the reasons why I like Conor McGregor, is because the progression of the sport, what he was able to do for us. And I'm proud of Francis Ngannou as well.
Moving on, Daniel Cormier has a warning for his bestie, Max Holloway. The Hawaiian most recently competed at UFC Singapore, where he knocked the Korean zombie out cold to improve to 2 wins in a row and continue his winning ways against featherweight contenders. Since 2014, Holloway has only lost 4 times, 3 times to Alexander Volkanovski, and once against Dustin Poirier in their interim lightweight title fight at UFC 236. Since Holloway suffered a bad beating at the hands of the Diamond, Cormier thinks he's very small for lightweight and therefore he shouldn't make a move up.
He's one of those guys that just a special talent, and you feel like he's going to be around for a long time still. Dude, Max Holloway, for all the damage that he's taken, RC, has never been knocked down. Like Jordan said, the guy's it. He cannot be hurt. He's so tough. He's so that he is going to be a handful for anyone. It'll be interesting to see what happens with him next, because the one time he fought at 155, he seemed a little bit small. So for as big as he is at featherweight, it would be like, in terms of him being a lightweight, he's not necessarily a big guy at 145.
Do you agree with Daniel Cormier? MMA star Aljamain McFarlane has raised $2.6 million for victims of the Maui wildfire. A native of Honolulu, Hawaii, the former Bellator women's flyweight champion set up a fund following the fires that have ravaged the island and killed at least 115 people. Speaking to TMZ, McFarlane revealed that she has raised nearly $3 million thanks to kind-hearted people from around the world.
We have hit the $2.6 million mark. And this is just on Instagram alone. The beautiful thing that I love so much about this fundraiser is that it wasn't big corporations or big, huge donors. It was literally the people giving what they could, whether it was $5 or $20 here. And that was what makes it so awesome, that it's for the people of Maui by the people of the world.
And that's just such an incredible amount of money.
The fund received exposure thanks to globally recognized celebrities, including Hawaii's very own Jason Momoa and Meghan Trainor. McFarlane isn't the only celebrity to have aided the Maui victims. Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather paid for flights, hotels, food, and clothes for almost 70 families to flee Maui last month. McFarlane will be challenging Liz Carmouche for the women's flyweight belt at Bellator 300, but she admitted that the fires in Maui have put a damper on what should be an exciting fight for her.
A super scary time, and I just knew it was actually really weird timing because it happened the day that we announced my title fight, and I just couldn't be happy. I couldn't, be excited for, this super awesome fight that I've wanted for so long just because of what was going on.
Who do you think will win? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of MMA and boxing, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.